This is gonna be a Tuesday series from now on, um, because I decided that it's gonna be that, and you have no power here. This is my domain, and I've just been feeling a little bit lately. I'm not that bad. It's just I always have a song playing in my head on repeat. Typically not the whole song, just like a few seconds of the song going over and over and over again. You know, when people complain about getting a song stuck in their head, that is me always. It's fine. I'm used to it. It's my life. Don't you forget. But I can usually drown it out if I watch a television show or listen to a podcast or listen to music, because then I have the music I'm listening to right now or playing instead. So it's not that bad. But the problem is right now I have just the same song on repeat in my head, and it's been days. It's Houdini by Kate Bush. With your spit still on my lip, you hit the water. That's an incredible impression if you know the song, but it's from the Dreaming album. It's one of my favorite albums of all time. I love Kate Bush, and it's the sort of hipster album by Kate Bush to have as a favorite. Most Kate Bush fans, this is always with every sort of band and artist. You know, they have the really big famous album, which is with Kate Bush, is Hounds of Love. And then you have the album that just came before the really big famous album, and that happens to be typically the fan favorite, and that's The Dreaming. But The Dreaming is really fantastic. It's Kate Bush. She's being more experimental, and she is doing stuff that's um, she's adding elements to the songs that are like actively unlistenable, which I enjoy because the songs become scary in parts. She has a song that she just ends up. She spends like what feels like minutes just making donkey noises, which I love because that's the sort of thing I want to have in music. I want music that is unlistenable to the general public, but it's very listenable to me as someone who wants something different and something that hits those nerves in my ears. But anyway, I mean, I have that song on repeat in my head now for days, and I can't say I'm getting sick of the song, but I would love to have another song stuck on my head. So I'm gonna try maybe listening to some other music and see if something sticks, because I need to reset this thing. Um, in any case, it was just midsummer. I hope you had a fine time, but you probably didn't celebrate because you're probably not Swedish. Anyway, let's go with the theme tune now. In any case, I mean, I'm having my coffee, morning coffee. It's still the same cup as I got from Åland. Just thought you need to have that update. I'm still using it. And I'm taking my medication right now. So that's the things I'm swallowing as I'm taking my coffee. Because this is very early morning. 11 o'clock. I don't stay up that late actually, and I have been up for a couple of hours. It's just I don't function well in the morning, so that's why 11 o'clock is early morning to me. In that case, I'm gonna show you something I made recently. I showed this on Instagram, but I can show you here now. This is Come and Sit Down, or Take a Seat. I don't have a specific title for it. It's a chair. It's sort of, well, I don't know if I should explain everything, but it's in a room. As you can see, this is the walls, this is the floor, and this is like a black beam coming down, and it becomes black and white around this chair. You can see the floor is black and white here. I do have something of a strange obsession with chairs. I suppose there's different influences. Hockney, who died recently, rest in peace, painted a lot of chairs. I think that may influence. Obviously, Van Gogh, famously, Van Gogh, famous for his chair. But there's something about chairs, I think, because of the fact that chairs are so made to support and feature around the human body, it becomes a way to have a human presence in something without showing a human. And I've sort of gotten to a point where I really want to avoid humans in my work, because it's more challenging to make something emotional, and it doesn't feature a human there. But a chair, for instance, has that kind of emotionality of it shows a presence, which I enjoy, and I like the emptiness of it, But there's still something that if there's a chair there, it means that someone has sit there, or someone sat there, I should say. And especially with like a simple chair, it becomes more evocative than, say, a really complex armchair. It's the sort of, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade thing where, obviously the Jesus cup is the simplest cup because that's the cup of the carpenter. So like having something that sometimes in a painting, especially with painting being often used as a glorifying thing, where you make a portrait of someone, you glorify them. It's interesting to make, if you're gonna choose to put something in a painting, to make it the simplest version of that thing, as opposed to a more complicated version of that thing. I think that's what people actually enjoy the Van Gogh chair, even though it's quite a simple one. There's something about having a painting that's a portrait of a chair that's simple. I don't have much else to add. I want this man to go away now. Let's see you on Friday. And I think I might just talk about the big guy, the big monster of the 20th century, the worst man who ever lived that horrible century. I'm of course talking about Picasso. Boop.